That cylinder's junk, number one, but it's all free floating, or it should be, besides raising.
Like, that's not normal. Maybe it's 6-volt. I think it popped and now it's junk. Okay, well, we'll try again tomorrow. Leave her running on jump start.
I got back from dropping Dad off, and Brody's got the zerks in. More. We've actually put more washers in there to try to make more space due to, I'm sure it's rust buildup, and we can't lift this up to clean this bottom horseshoe. We cleaned all the top up, but we can't lift it up because there's just a bunch of components that won't allow it to come up.
The effort.
It's not worth the effort. Well, it might be the next step, but it's gonna work now.
Yep, let's go do more important things.
We gotta try this. We gotta try it. You gotta have more confidence. It's jammed. It's jammed up, Brody. Look at the discouraged face. What could be the issue? It's so simple that it just shouldn't be doing what it's doing. This system is so simple that this can't be this complex. Get in the backhoe. You ready? Well, I will say it sure seemed like it was not wanting to go down as easy as I envisioned in my mind it should. Everything just looks so dilapidated here. Look at the bent metal. It just seemed firm, like something's rubbing it that it shouldn't. That cylinder's junk, number one, but it's all free floating, or it should be, besides raising. There's just nothing rubbing. There wants to go down, but it's not down. This all moves as one. I've looked underneath. It's just so frustrating. I wonder, all the holes are so wore out that this shouldn't be binding anything here. I don't know what to tell you. Park it at the end of the road.
For sale.
With a junk sign on it.
You know, this flashlight's been through a lot.
Have you ruined it? Don't sound healthy. Didn't you just get that one?
No.
I don't know.
Dougal, you can come waste half the day on it.
All right. Don't really know what's going on that. But we get to go do a job that you have to do where the ground freezes. We have to put wood blocks under the jacks of equipment sitting in the field and around the yard, just so they don't freeze in for middle of winter when you want to go and work on it, or whenever.
It's gonna get
you
cold.
Don't chisel the jacks
You
out.
go first. I'll shut the door for you.
Thank you. So, as you can see, it's very moist out here. Luckily, the payloader's in the field, all full of mud, because a local farm has been hauling that for, I believe, cattle lot or something. They're using the clay, and we want to get rid of it so that we can farm this field, next year. we didn't farm it this year just because of the Bend project and needing parking space and, you know, so on and so forth. So he's gonna come, he's gonna raise this up, put a jack block under the jack because, well, this one ain't so bad, but any heavy piece of equipment, the jack pokes in the ground a little bit, it freezes, and then you either destroy the jack or you have to wait till spring, or you chisel it out in frozen ground, and that's as much fun as it sounds like. One done. That one had cement under it. This one's got blocks of wood under it, so we used our brain on half the pieces of equipment. Ooh! Heavy! Broke my board right in half. This little dump cart's heavy, little bugger, and I don't know. I really enjoyed this thing this summer. It got used. We still got more projects to do with it, but just kind of ran out of time in the time being. When the ground freezes, so we never used the 870 or the 2700s. The 7-shank we maybe did like 30 acres with, ripped some manure headlands where the big tanker was compacting the ground. But that was kind of the goal, not to use them, because we want the Salford. The Salford does a lot better job than the rippers, and it brings up way less rocks. We bring these out when it gets wet, or we're up against a timeline such as frost or something. Long and the short of that long rant was we never used them. We need to go park them away. They are serviced, so if we do need to get them next year or something, they're ready to rock and roll. There we go. But we're gonna have to wait till the ground freezes so that we don't bring a bunch of mud on the yard and on the road. This is one thing I never had, well, the spring I did, but through all the summer and everything, never had mud on the boots. It was nice, but we need rain. We need rain bad for next year. Next year's sake. This looks miserable here.
I'm gonna make it wash my boots out.
It's cold enough that the hot water power wash is making a heck of a lot of steam. Are we having fun?
Oh my, you scared me. No, I'm not. And I knew you were gonna walk up with the camera and ask me that. I've been thinking of a response, but I didn't have one.
You look good though.
I doubt it. I do need a tractor.
You know,
It's the snack for me. You know what that is for?
What is it for?
You know what month it is?
It is November. This is all that grows.
just
I
naturally
quit
grows
shaving,
like that.
and this is what it looks
Clean
like.
my boots out for me.
What have you guys been into?
And then mud.
Putting blocks under jacks so they don't freeze in. Now thinking Brody's gonna force me into cleaning around the bends.
I got her started for you.
I've seen that. You made it look worse than
And there's
what-
more corn under the dryer now. I think the mice are carrying it around. I need
So,
a tractor that
Why didn't you
stole
do
off
this
of
inside?
Because you can't see nothing. And I didn't want to make a mess inside, so we'll just let this go away now.
All right. All winter long, you're washing outside.
Might as well.
30 below outside, you'll be washing.
You get a shower out of it too.
Yeah. Your monthly shower.
She's hey now.
She's cleaning up good. Have you been on the inside?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you got the rest of the day then.
Go get a tractor. I need to be able to run this thing.
Tractor.
You unhooked one from here.
Bickering.
You wanna? You wanna unhook?
Are you serious? Do you want us to do something like that?
I gotta be able to spin the belt.
What tractor is equipped with that? The 450?
Yeah.
It's the only one, ain't it?
No. No. They should all be able to spin them.
Well, this is perfect. I have my wood and everything to unhook.
Because it plugs into it's just like the grain carts. It all transfers, I think. We're going to try.
We send you out for 2 hours and it comes back like this?
Yeah.
And it smells like hog doo-doos.
Because I was in it too.
Oh, man.
It should be good on the bearings.
All right. Let's unhook it in
back it
a
up a little more?
water puddle.
Should we back it up a little?
Well, it can't sit here all winter, so we'll have to move it because this is where it snows in like 18 feet deep. So
We're gonna do it in
you
the
got
water
the
puddle.
gloves and you got it dirty, so you can get the jack out.
And we're gonna do it in the water puddle.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but we're gonna. I contemplated putting mud boots on, and I'm sure glad I did. Back up. Waiting. There we go. You're free. If I can get out of the mud puddle. I guess we don't need to hook it up. Just the hydraulic hoses. That's manure. Dirt.
That is maybe some manure. As usual, I ended in manure.
This Proforce is all stainless steel, but the importance of getting it washed because it is in fertilizer all the time. That's what its job is for. There are metal components on this thing, so hydraulic motors, fittings, hydraulic hoses in general. Spinners are metal, that's stainless, this is metal. The frame is steel, the track frame is steel. You just want to get that stuff off as soon as you're done using it, just to extend longevity of everything. Same with our carrigator, there's more stainless on this than there is on our carrigator. Brody's just sitting up there waiting for him to get the inside rinsed out. Then they're gonna rotate this belt and we're gonna wash this chain up and the belt off. And then also just flush out anything that he washes down on the belt. Oh, it actually feels pretty warm in here. The ground must be still pretty warm and keeping the building, uninsulated building, warmer. I'm in here, speak of the Terrigator, reminded me Dad plugged this in. We want to get this in the shop. I believe Mitch, my brother-in-law, is going to put maybe some new injectors in here. The thing just don't start well, especially in temperatures like what we're in right now and what we're going to continually get worse. Did I turn this? Oh no. I knew better than this over here with no battery charger. The kill switch is on. She'll surely be dead. But we have some juice. There's the beeping. What do we got here? Are we ready to crank? There's no way it's gonna go. Come on, girl. There she wants to go. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Nope. Gotta get a battery charger. So, this thing has to have so many PSI of oil, I believe, to fire that engine. And when it don't crank fast enough, even though it sounded like it was cranking, not great, but where a normal engine would fire, that one won't. It won't give her fuel because there ain't enough oil pressure to pump the fuel. Don't quote me on that. Let's go high power, see if it talks. Well, you guys seen how that went. We'll let that charge for a while and See if we get some more battery juice for cranking power. You got her clean. You got her dirty, and then you got her clean.
Yep.
That's how I like it. Everyone should just have to wash every...
And now
Did you miss the bathroom break?
I had that onesie on and
We give you one bathroom,
off.
paid bathroom break per day.
Yeah,
You just couldn't make it.
Yeah, this was the second one of the day.
Okay, I put grease zerks in this because I think that might be seized. It did take grease on the top half. Bottom half will not take. I think that might be the issue. We might have to use the backhoe to work it a couple of times. You're getting a haircut, right? Thursday?
Thursday, which is tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh boy, all day for a haircut. Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's been a year.
When was the last time?
A little bit before Christmas, I think.
You know, you would hardly recognize the difference from last year to this year.
Well, that's because of all the weight I gained. Nothing to do with the hair.
You know, people have been commenting.
You serious?
No.
Oh, good.
Jeez.
Ouch.
That actually hurt. All right, now we're going back to the floater. Get disappointed for the end of the day. That's Merlin's corn stalks he's been burning because they blew out of the neighbor's no-tilled field up in the yard, and
If he would have done a cover crop, he wouldn't have had all that trash blow around.
that was sarcasm. Cover crops don't grow at this time of the year in Minnesota.
Well, for sale. One owner always runs.
Just made that popping sound. Now it sounds like it's going. Was it not charging the whole time?
Honestly, I don't know. It was buzzing before, but it was actually in the start, not in. Now it looks like it ain't doing nothing. Like, that's not normal. Maybe it's 6-volt. I think it popped and now it's junk. Okay, well, we'll try again tomorrow. Leave her running on jump start.
All right, well, that ended in charging battery overnight and see where we are tomorrow.
I'm sold.
She's just a bear to get going. It just is. That's why it needs to be fixed, but it just won't start, which leads to the reason why it needs to be fixed. It's hard to get it fixed when it's stuck there.
I'm sure it'll start this spring.
All right, guys. See you in the next video. Appreciate you watching.